Hey, good morning. So today we're off to Tampa. We're going to go lift a driveway. Driveway is slanting the wrong way due to soil erosion. And with all this rain we're having, it's ponding up in front of his house. So we're going to go jack it up, lift up his driveway, sort out his problem for him. It's a lovely day for a good day's work. Let's go. Okay, so what we have here today is we've got this driveway which is sunk down in this area. So when the rain comes down, even though they've got gutters on, the rain comes down and all the water is leaning this way because this is compacted over time. So the water leans over this way and continues to have the concrete sink. So we're going to attempt to jack this up again to where it originally was so that we've got water flowing away from the garage and the house. The walkway here as well is sunk as well, so we're going to raise that up. And then this corner too, you can see they've got gutters in here which don't really serve much of a purpose because it's still funneling the water this way, which is lower. So we're going to lift this pad as well. We're going to raise this section and we're going to get everything up. Probably an inch or so should do, and that'll prevent the water from sitting in this area, which is a very low-lying area. You can see the surrounding areas as well. All of this, the water just gathers here and goes nowhere. So that's what's caused this concrete to sink. So I'm busy setting up some micrometers around the perimeter, and these micrometers will give us indication of when we have movement. So we're going to start off by drilling in this area here. We don't want to go too close to this existing crack because we do not want that to lift up. We want it to lift that side. So we're going to put a couple of holes closer to this edge where we can get the foam to activate this slab and lift this up. So I'm just marking a couple of spots for Eric to drill. So Eric's drilled the holes, we've set up our micrometers, we got a level. I've set up the foam gun so that can get ready and warmed up so the materials can warm up. So that's just fresh water coming out of the front. That's to clean the actual jets. After foaming, we give it a little squirt, and that's fresh water coming out there. So we're in the Tampa Bay area. If you've got any concrete issues, hit us up, look at the number below, give us a call for free estimates. We'll come and sort out your concrete foundation issues. Nothing wrong with that, putting it on a driveway. So now we're going to get Eric all set up so that he can start foaming. But I don't want to put too much foam in because there's no voids to be lifted. There's no soil erosion. It's just soil compaction. And you'll see as we start putting foam, I'll get it going. As we start putting foam underneath, we'll see the dials moving, which will indicate movement. We've got a dial back here too, where we don't want movement, so we can make sure that the material is not migrating backwards, lifting it where we don't want it. We have a level here, which right now shows us to be perfectly level, which we don't want. We want that level to come up so that the water can drain away from the house. So this whole slab here where Eric's pumping has come up, we can't really see because of this plastic gutter, but you can see all along the side here. There it blows. Level there, please, Eric. So let's just have a look and see. We've still got flow that way. We want to try and get this side up somewhat. We've got to come up a bit here. That's got to come up quite a bit. This one not so much, right? There we go. See the dial moving now? Now we're getting lift in this corner. Okay, well, almost bottomed out on that one. You can see we're getting some relief foam coming out there all along this edge, which is good because we know that the material is moving this way. We'll give it a couple of seconds to set up. Once it gets hard, it'll block the path of least resistance for more material to come this way. It's not a problem if it does, but we don't really want to blow it out here. It serves no purpose. It's just wasting material at that point. So you can see we've still got some voids below there, letting the material move this way. When we're done, we cut it off, clean it up. So we got this slab up nicely. That's come up a lot. I still want to work on that for a little bit, but now you can see I want to work on lifting this section up. That slab we've got up a lot. So now we're going to be doing it this way so that we can see the separation, the separate movement between this slab and that slab. We want to get that slab level to that one there, raise that up, then we'll work on this corner here and get that up. So Eric's going to be foaming in this area here. We've moved away from that crack so we don't get lift at the back. We move closer to this area so that we can get decent movement on the front of the slab, not the back. All right, Eric, you can start. So we've now raised this slab up. We started off raised that and did a relief from there. We got that up by probably half an inch, but I wanted to settle on that because we weren't getting the movement I wanted. Then we moved over to this slab, yeah, and you can see we've already got at least an inch of movement out of this. But now at this point, that one's higher than that. So we're going to move back to that slab and raise that up to equal this. But while we're getting such good movement out of this slab here, I'm going to stick with this and I'm going to continue raising this slab up. So when we started this job, these two slabs were level and you can literally see the amount of lift that we've got out of this. Now you can see I've set the dial so you can see it. You see the dial moving. So that indicates to us that we're still getting lift out of the slab. Every turn of the needle is 1/10 of an inch. So now we've got to the desired height. Yeah, you can see how much higher that slab is to that. That one's flowing away. We're going to work on this slab again later to try and get it as high as that. But right now, we've got the perfect lift out of this. And we're going to move on to the next slab. So now we're moving over to this slab here. We've got a good almost 2 inches of lift on that slab. Now we want to try and lift this slab up this way so we can get this slab lifted up that way. Then we'll move to the back, raise that. But I want to focus on getting these two level on this side so we get all the water flowing that way. If we got it flowing that way, that's good. Yeah. We get that going that way. So I think, you know what, just put some foam in there, Eric. Just give it like a 2 10-second squirt just to stabilize that. Yeah, so yeah, you can see we've got these two slabs all the way up. These are where we want them. We've got the material flowing back that way. And we've got the material or the water direction flowing back that way. So we're good to get the material, to get the water flowing away from the house. So we've raised these two up by, I would say, close to 2 inches. They're nice and level and solid. Eric is just busy stabilizing the slab on that side, since I know we've got a void back there, and he's just stabilizing that. But you can see we've got a lot of relief foam coming out through the cracks in the sides. That's good. And so yeah, so now we got this. Now this one, yeah, we've still got to go up about 3/4 of an inch, but we're going to work back to this side, yeah, and we're going to add more foam under here to raise this up now. So this is pitch going that way. See that? You can see where the bubble is. Yeah. If this was much higher, it would be up there. If it was level, it'll be there. So we got this pitch going back that way a little bit. Yeah. This way. Well, you see there, it's almost perfectly level at that point. There we go. That's what we're looking for. See where your bubble is? It's over to that side. if that was much higher. Yep, so it's definitely running this way. So we're getting this here, we've got this flowing down into that corner, getting it away from your driveway and your garage. So at this point, we've got that raised up. We've got that side. Now we've just got this little bit to work with now because we've still got a bit of material coming back. We've got a slight difference between that slab, which is perfect now, and this. So we're going to raise this section up, lifting this up a bit because it has sunk down, but if we can raise it up, we'll keep the water from flowing back towards the house. So we're going to go back to the slab where we've already worked it. We've already got a bunch of foam. We've got relief foam. We've got probably a 1/2 inch lift out of it already, but I want to see if we can get another 1/2 inch or so. Can see that bubble is much closer to this line, okay, so which means it's hitching that way. So that's really, really good. And we're still away from the garage. And we're still away from the garage from that direction there. You know what, we're probably going to, when we go back there, we'll get that to come up a little bit. So the hole that I'm drilling now is going to be to stabilize this because we use that hole there to actually get the lift. But guaranteed there'll be a bit of a void. There'll be a bit of a void under this due to the fact that we got so much lift out of this. So we're going to put some foam in there to fill the void, but also get a little bit more lift because we're looking for a little bit more flow of water away from the garage side. All right, so well done, Eric. Good job. We raised this section up here, probably I would say close to 2 inches. We've got this up facing away from the garage. We got it leaning this way. We got the level out. We got made sure that we got the water moving away from the house, moving away from the walkway. You can see we've got a bunch of relief foam coming out the edges here, which means that this whole area underneath the concrete is so filled up that it started blowing material out the side, which we will cut off, clean up, and tidy up when we're done. We've got relief foam all the way through this side as well. We raised these 3 corners up probably about 2 inches on this side here to raise that up, to get the water away. We've got a bit of relief foam between the slabs and out the side, which is good. We stabilized the slab at the back here just to support the weight of the vehicle that'll be backing out on this. But yeah, I think generally speaking, you can see that we've raised that up enough to get the water to flow away from the house and the garage. All right, so after about 2.5 hours, we got this whole slab done. We've cleaned everything up nicely. We filled the holes with self-leveling concrete. We finished our job. We're on our way home. Another good job done. If you enjoyed these videos, hit like and subscribe, follow us. We'll chat soon.